Do I pay taxes doing wholesaling? Do I pay taxes doing wholesaling? So first of all, I'm not your financial advisor. I am not your tax advisor. I am not your CPA. So please seek professional answers to this. But I'm just going to give you some insights on this particular topic. And then maybe you can have something you can take over to your CPA to ask further questions. Okay. First step first is that you should, as soon as you can, get an LLC for this business. Okay. It's not a must. It's not required to close your first deal. So don't get stuck trying to file an LLC and then stop marketing altogether. The most important thing about all of this is to close your first deal. Once you close your first deal, you can start an LLC. Let me give you a news flash. I did not create my LLC until I closed my first deal. So I tell you what I did. Okay. It wasn't like I was following a particular advice. I just did it, right? But I closed my first deal, and then from that, I went and paid some money and created an LLC. Okay, you could create an LLC these days online. Okay, the point of LLC is that the income that's coming into the business is coming into the business. Is also protect you personally. Tend to protect you personally. There's no real true protection. If you're stealing, cheating, and lying, you will get caught and you will get in trouble. But I'm just saying, from a legal standpoint and maybe tax arrangement standpoint, you may be better off having that money going into an LLC, and then you can pay yourself, and there are advantages to that. Talk to your professionals, tax advisors and CPAs about that. Okay. Now, the other side of it is that, do I pay taxes wholesaling? Yes, you do, because it's actual income. Okay. Now, some people will claim that you're paying capital gain taxes. Some people will pay ordinary income taxes. Honestly, I really do think it depends on how much money we're talking about. It depends on the professional you're working with. It depends on what state you live in. Okay. But what I want to tell you is that it also depends on how you spend money that's coming in, right? So it depends on how you're spending the money that's coming in. So if you spend certain type of money, there's certain things you buy that becomes business expenses, and there are ways that you can adjust for how much taxes you owe, just based off of the fact that you're spending some amount of money on business or things that can be regarded as business expenses, right? So the answer is very, very simple. Talk to a CPA. It depends on how you spend the money that's coming in. It depends on the state you live in. It depends on the particular CPA you're working with. They may have an idea of what works best based off of how the deals you closed were structured. You know, there are different strategies. There are some deals that you closed that it was double closing. There's some deals that it was assignment deals. There were deals that you closed that are subject to deals, right? Depending on what kind of creative strategy that they use to do the deal, right? So this is the source of the money, right? So it depends on the source of that money. But the point is that yes, you will pay taxes. But as an entrepreneur, it's your responsibility to minimize how much taxes you owe, right? Legally, right? And the best way to do that is to work with a CPA, work with an attorney. And, you know, if you're not closing too many deals, if you're doing 2 or 3 deals in a year, right? You don't need to do CPA, all kind of crazy stuff like that. You don't have to do any of that. I'm talking about isolated case where you close 1 or 2, 3 deals. You can, this is my personal opinion, it's not a professional advice. You can use TurboTax or any of those fancy new tax softwares to help you. You can enter your information step by step and not worry too much, okay? However, I think it's a good habit to get in the practice of talking to a professional CPA, no matter what it costs, because again, it puts you in that mindset that this is a real business that you should take seriously. But the answer to the question, the ultimate answer to the question is that yes, you will pay taxes in wholesaling. No, you don't get to take advantage of real estate tax benefits like you're paying interest, benefits or things like that. Things that you've heard before that, hey, if I do real estate, I get this tax advantage. You don't get to do it. It's income taxes, okay? Now, like I said, talk to your CPA. If it's capital gain, if it's ordinary income, but all of those different things depend on how much money we're talking about. If you did if you made what do you call it, if you made $1,000 from a wholesale deal all of last year, this conversation is way over your head. You should be focused on learning how to market and bring in more deals. Okay, that's what you should be focused on. Okay, because I'm telling you right now, if you spend too much time worrying about if you're doing the right thing or not when it comes to taxes and legalities, you will not have enough for these people to worry about taking you to jail. You won't make enough money. Okay, so I'm advising you that this advice is out there. Say, hey, do the right thing always. Well, it depends on what you mean by right thing. Okay, whose standard is right or wrong? What I'm saying is that go after getting more deals into the pipeline, close more deals, and then have a CPA worry about all of these different details for you. But the answer is very straightforward and very, very simple. The answer is that you will have to pay taxes when you make income, like in any kind of developed land. Okay, you have to. And not only that, yes, you should be concerned about the right structure, LLC, S Corp. Talk to a CPA in your local, and yes, you have to pay taxes in the state that you live in. You know, some people will say, hey, if you file your LLC in Nevada or you file it in Florida or in Delaware, then you don't have to pay taxes to your state. That is not necessarily true. But again, don't quote me. Talk to your CPA in your local state and see what they have to say about that. I think there's difference between ordinary income tax, there's difference between that and capital gain taxes, and there are different type of taxes, property taxes and stuff like that, that you should worry about when it comes to these things. All right, so hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.